After 20 plus years in technology, building fault-tolerant systems, scaling infrastructure, managing mission-critical deployments, I learned one immutable truth: the most elegant system is not the one that maximizes performance in perfect conditions. It's the one that survives when everything goes wrong. When I took early retirement, I applied that same engineering rigor to my finances. Today, we are dissecting the glide path strategy, not as a static portfolio, but as a dynamic, self-correcting system. Let's start with the hardware. In the Indian context, if your monthly expense is 1 lakh rupees today, how much corpus do you need? The answer isn't simple multiplication. Because inflation, currently running at 7%, is the silent memory leak that corrupts every retirement plan if left unmanaged. In tech, we never deploy the same architecture for a startup that we do for a legacy enterprise. The glide path is your architectural blueprint. It acknowledges that your risk tolerance, and more importantly, your capacity for risk, changes with age. Think of it as a spacecraft re-entering the atmosphere. At age 45, you are in the equity zone, high volatility, high thrust, necessary to outrun the gravity of inflation. As you age, you fire retro rockets, shifting fuel into debt. You are reducing velocity to ensure a controlled landing. In numerical terms, we start with 70% equity, 30% debt at age 45. By age 75, we glide to 30% equity, 70% debt. But here's the critical engineering detail: this isn't a one-time setup. It requires annual rebalancing. Every year, we deliberately sell a portion of equities and move the proceeds into debt. We are not reacting to the market, we are executing a predetermined flight plan. Let's run the simulation with real numbers, and crucially, with inflation factored in. You are 45. Your target monthly expense, 100,000 rupees. Annual, 1,200,000 rupees. Your starting corpus, let's assume a conservative 3.6 crore rupees. With a 70/30th split, that's 2.52 crore rupees in equity, 1.08 crore rupees in debt. Year 1, how do you generate your 1 lakh rupees per month? You structure your debt portion through a mix of AAA rated bonds, FD ladders, and perhaps a small allocation to dynamic bond funds to generate a 7.5% yield. On 1.08 crore rupees, that's roughly 8.1 lakh rupees annually. You need 12 lakh rupees. The shortfall of 3.9 lakh rupees comes from systematic rebalancing. You sell that exact amount from your equity portfolio, but only after reviewing the year's performance. This forced selling is the discipline that prevents you from holding too much risk as you age. Here's where most retirement plans crash. They assume expenses remain flat. They don't. With 7% inflation, your 1 lakh rupees monthly expense today becomes 2 lakh rupees in just 10 years. Doubles again to 4 lakh rupees by year 20. If your portfolio isn't structured to grow faster than inflation in the early years, you will be forced to sell assets at a loss later. This is why the glide path starts equity heavy. The 70% allocation isn't about greed, it's about survival. In the first decade, we need the equity portfolio to compound at 10 to 12% to stay ahead of the 7% inflation drag. If we start too conservative, we guarantee failure. Let me show you the math. Let's walk through the mechanics of annual rebalancing. At the end of each year, we perform a systematic review. Suppose equities had a strong year, up 12%. Your 70% allocation might have drifted to 73%. Your rebalancing rule is simple: sell down the excess equity and transfer it to the debt bucket. Conversely, if equities had a bad year, down 15%, your equity allocation might drop to 65%. In that case, you do not sell equities to fund expenses. Instead, you fund the entire year's shortfall from your debt reserves, allowing the equity portion to recover. This is the buy low, sell high mechanism automated through discipline. Over 30 years, this single practice adds 1 to 1.5% to your sustainable withdrawal rate. It's the difference between the portfolio lasting 25 years versus lasting indefinitely. Let's audit the system's strengths. Pro 1. Inflation immunization. By maintaining a 70% equity allocation in the first 10 to 15 years, we ensure the corpus grows faster than the 7% inflation rate, preserving real purchasing power. Pro 2. Sequence of returns protection. The annual rebalancing rule prevents you from selling equities during a bear market. You draw from debt when markets are down, allowing equities to recover. Pro 3. Tax efficiency in India. Long-term capital gains on equity, over 1 year, are taxed at only 12.5% above 1.25 lakh rupees. Debt rebalancing, when done strategically, can utilize indexation benefits after 3 years. Pro 4. Behavioral guardrails. This isn't a discretionary strategy. It's a protocol. When markets crash 30%, you don't panic, you execute the rebalancing table. Emotion is removed from the equation. But every system has failure modes. Con 1. Longevity risk. If you live to 95 or beyond, the glide path's terminal allocation of 30/70ths may not generate sufficient real returns to outpace 7% inflation. You could outlive your corpus. The mitigation? Either delay the glide, start reducing equity later, or incorporate a small annuity in your 80s. Con 2. Black swan events. The model assumes mean reversion in markets. If India experiences a lost decade like Japan, 1990 to 2000, the equity portion may not deliver the growth required to fund the early years. You would need to either reduce expenses or return to work. Con 3. Discipline failure. This strategy requires annual rebalancing without fail. A single year of panic selling at the bottom can derail the entire 30-year trajectory. Emotional volatility remains the greatest threat to any retirement plan. The glide path is not a prediction. It is a contingency plan. It admits that we cannot control market returns, inflation rates, or our own lifespans. But we can control our process. In my decades of leadership, I learned that the most resilient systems weren't the ones that maximized for best-case scenarios, they were the ones engineered to survive worst-case scenarios. If you are planning early retirement in India, stop asking, what is the ideal corpus? Start asking, what is the ideal architecture for my unique risk profile? Build your glide path. Execute your annual rebalancing. Respect inflation as the relentless force it is. The goal isn't just to retire early. The goal is to stay retired, with dignity, with security, and with the freedom to never again worry about a system crash. I'll see you in the next discussion.